In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting review of Yeyo Single Barrel Reposado. This is barrel TP-4, Tropical Barrel 4, right here on the Tequila Hombre. Coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting review of a single barrel reposado from Yeyo. It is barrel TP-4. This was a barrel that I personally selected for the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective. And, well, the reason why we're doing this review is because I actually did a video for the selection with John Bullinger from Yeyo. And that was back when they hadn't really taken it out of the barrel yet. So it wasn't really done aging. I think it was at 4 months at that point. But it's been aged a bit longer. I think it went as long as 8 months before they pulled it out of the barrel. So we're going to do a quick review of this now and tell you what I think. And then we'll go from there. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the review. All right, so this barrel is TP-4, which is a tropical barrel. They had two different types of barrels or offerings for this single barrel. They did a traditional and they did a tropical. The traditional was just a single rum barrel that they used for the aging, where single rum was aged in it. And the tropical had 5 different rums aged in the barrel before they got it. So this one is the one that had 5 different rums aged in it, since it is a tropical barrel. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. Now, for all of you that don't know, Yeyo comes out of NOM 1414. So it is, all the agave in it are cooked in a brick orno. They use a roller mill to extract the sugars. They then ferment in stainless steel tanks. And then they do it open fermentation. But they play Mozart music during fermentation to make the yeast happy. So they do their thing. And then they twice distill using copper pot stills. So their procedures, their processes are really good. The master distiller, Sergio Cruz, is amazing at what he does there. And so it's always a good quality tequila, typically, that comes out of there. There's sometimes that there's been a couple of stuff that they've offered that I haven't really been a fan of. And they know that. So, all right, so we're going to pour ourselves a little bit in the glass. So this is Tropical Barrel 4. You can find this on Ferment and Still. The Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective have opened this up for the public now that they've purchased all what they needed for the group. So looking at this in the glass, it coats the glass beautifully. Look at the legs and tiers on it. Just starting to break. Kind of have a nice viscous mouthfeel to it. Look at that. So it's going to coat the mouth really nicely. Looking at the tequila itself, it's a light straw color. Crystal clear, looks beautiful. All right, let's see what we get on the nose on this. Nice cooked agave. So that's cinnamon and baking spices. Picking up a hint of tropical fruit. Definitely some banana notes coming from it. Some chocolate. Definitely some vanilla. A nice caramel note coming from it as well. It smells really good. All right, so let's see what we get on the flavor profile. This is going to be my first sip of tequila for the day, so of course I have to acclimate my mouth to 40% alcohol by volume, so bear with me for a second. Once things settle, all right, we're good to go. Salud. Coats the mouth beautifully. Nice sweet cinnamon and baking spices notes coming in. Little hint of anise in there, like bitterness in there in the beginning. Picking up some dark chocolate notes from it. Nice coconut, a little bit of banana coming through on it as well. And then a nice sweet cinnamon note that kind of rides out on the tongue. Really enjoyable, really easy to sip. It's not harsh or anything. It's very enjoyable. So I'm going to give this one a solid 4 agave. It's good. So if you want to pick up a bottle, grab a bottle. It's available for you on Ferment and Still. There's only a limited amount left after the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective members purchased what they wanted. So if you want to get in on this, check out Ferment and Still. You can get in on this barrel. It's delicious. It's really good. I'm going to be able to enjoy this nicely with a stogie. Really nice sipper, no harsh burn or anything to it. I think a lot of you will really enjoy it. So there you go. If you like the information I shared in this video, make sure you click the thumbs up and give me a like. If you're new to the channel, bienvenido, welcome. And hopefully you would like to get more great reviews and more information that'll help you make better choices when you go to the liquor store. If so, then we'd love for you to join the Tequila Hombre community by simply clicking the subscribe button right there and the notification bell next to it, so you get notified every time I post a new review or informational video. And like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So hey, if you wanted to pick up the new Yeyo single barrel Repo TP-4 on Ferment and Still, I recommend it. Salute. Bye guys.